Indianapolis Colts.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we kick off the preseason with a good matchup right away between the Indianapolis Colts and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Michael Badgley ready to get us started, and off we go from SoFi Stadium. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Six up past the 30 to the 31.
Ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now the first carry for Marlon Mack. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 14-yard line. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And now they'll throw with Allen. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the Chargers' 9-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. This will be caught at about the 6. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. It's a gain of 5, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Nothing.
So it'll remain to be seen how many drives this unit gets in, this being the preseason. But here they start with 3 points.
Yeah, I don't know that we'll actually see them anymore. They got 3 points on the board, 1 drive here in preseason. In this game, baseball caps, NFL approved, of course, for everyone.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top? He's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Cook. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd and 3. That's pitch to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A nice burst there as he'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the
Can you hear me?
and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of blitzes, they come in a little
Right
bit
here.
high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked.
Hey, if you break that boy, you gonna piss me off.
On second down, Cook. Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got it. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts' 14-yard line. It's a gain of 35. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they wanted
Yeah.
for the opening drive to establish the ground game.
You remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football.
What?
Line up, get leverage, not
Yeah, buddy.
and establish the run.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size.
Let me see.
With their quickness,
You about to get a whooping, or you about to turn it off?
To the end zone.
Stop holding it like that.
Complete.
it's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Out of the gun now on third down. And it's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free. It's fourth down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Knock this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like two boxers feeling each other out here. But none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Their drive last time.
Yeah, I'm in the chat. Nah, he gone.
Short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how you're supposed to put 6 on the board.
Yeah, your shit breaking up bad, bro.
Like going to the county fair, you don't get a big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now a man open down the
Oh man, god damn,
That
fool.
will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one.
I got you, man.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Over the middle, complete. It's
Hey, sit the hell down, boy.
down, but not before he works it past the 50. That good for
Doing?
19 yards as they pick up the conversion. on
What?
third.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play
What hurts?
should get all the credit.
Sit on the car. Get on the couch.
Fred just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First and 10. Lynn.
Drew, sit down for a second, buddy.
40 not quite
Please.
to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined in those last 2 plays.
You need to sit down.
First down. Lynn. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Now shut up.
Davis. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That throw
Cut that shit out, boy.
to the field and a few too many
Hey,
bodies in there.
put that game down. Get him some water.
Normal situation too, isn't it? No matter how hard
Hurry up.
and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just just too many bodies in the area. An interception can result.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's Johnson. They get 7 out
You
of
threw a
that,
pick.
so they're
Hey,
left with a
unplug the shit. Go sit on the couch.
decided to hand it
Go
off
get on the
to
couch.
on the
Hurry up.
pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And
Yeah, it's different.
Down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
And turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Plants are annoying.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 39. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
39-yard line.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. 39 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And a long run there in the end to top it off. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they?
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Throwing again. Lynn. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Complete to number 86.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 more yards there and another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down. Lynn under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Operating from the gun, Lynn. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Lynn. This pass complete to Higgins. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The kick by Bass is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
It's about that time.
Chargers 10. Colts.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game,
what's the score?
confidence should be sky high.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
What do you say?
For its next possession. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
22, here's 2nd and 8. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 3rd down, Lovell. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback.
It just sucks when you have something open and the nigga overthrew it because he asked.
4 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. Operating from the gun, Lynn. Open man here is Foster. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, Lynn. Throw left side complete. It's Payne. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
60-yard attempt.
And this is on target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Get out of here, bro.
Hey, turn it off.
A final shot before break. Lovell. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Yeah, we dominate today.
So we have reached half. Boy, a rough crowd. No football for 6 months already. We're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter three. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
22-yard line.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Lovell, open man there is Malone. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, they're just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go.
Man, this game 10-6, bro.
Big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging.
Niggas ain't scoring 90, 100 points no more.
Offense won the challenge. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
You said watch it?
Operating from the gun. Lovell. That's caught. It's Malone. And they're well past midfield. Just a yard or two shy of the 40. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Off play action. Lovell. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes in the last one in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, Lovell. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling that
That nigga probably already know something.
That's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. Ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Lovell. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
To throw on second down. Lynn, he'll let it go deep for Foster. And it will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to
I don't think so.
back, and he's got him. And he'll only get this to the 17. Well,
I didn't check.
That's going to bring up 4th down.
I know he might take one from his nephews though.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short
Yeah, he was looking at the Bears quarterback.
Following a punt of 44. And possession.
You don't got the system anyway. You might as well let me use them.
Position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. 3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain.
Don't dot your ass up, bro.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down. Lovell. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Lovell. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 31-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Lovell. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Sideline and incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 2-yard pick.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. To throw on third down, Lovell. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now, anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
All right, my defense is pretty good. I only gave up 2 field goals. I got 2 user picks.
And go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Lynn. And this one is incomplete.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
The Colts on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun. Lynn. Open man is Higgins. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught.
Oh, what the fuck?
Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there.
Nigga, what?
5 yards. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Point after him.
Nigga, I just got bombed on 4th down, bruh. 75-yard bomb.
It's up and good, a 7-point margin. It's 20-13 now. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Lovell. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
No fucking arm, bro.
Off at the 36. And he'll take
No
this all
arm.
the way down inside the 40.
Intercepted by the Colts.
A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Brings up second.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
I'm pretty sure he didn't.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Off the bootleg. Lynn. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Payne. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
These niggas running read options and shit.
On that one, and another 1st down. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
On 1st and 10, Lynn. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Pass on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Off play action. Lovell. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is
boy, these DBs cracked out, bro.
Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take
My niggas can't catch shit though.
45-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after
Nigga.
the second one, he's
Look at this.
teammates. Any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true. Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. From the gun, Lynn. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 16-yard line.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Malone. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. off the play fake. Lovell. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just...
Oh, I missed the read.
And this is going to be
Wide open.
He's picked off at his own
Fuck.
36. And the return
And he got 4 picks.
at the 35-yard
The fuck is that?
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. He was brought down by Michael Davis.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity
He won't.
to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Look at this.
Payne. Get the first
We can't even swap over.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. Yeah, he'll be brought down.
These niggas are down. Sorry.
To bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
I'm cool though.
Now the Colts defensive unit trots back out there. And they're just trying to keep him out of the end zone. Obviously, a field goal does no good in this situation. So what's the appropriate amount of pressure defensively, Charles?
I think he's had a little more pressure than what is normal. If you normally want to send a 3-man rush, maybe you make it 4. If it's 4, maybe you make it 5. Anything to make sure that he can't just sit back there all day and find a target. And then you tell your secondary. Play your normal coverage and maybe an extra step or 2 back.
Yeah, be careful that nothing goes over the top. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. That's caught inside the 20. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. The receivers have been running them ragged, maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that.
21
Here in
points.
overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
Hey, what the fuck happened? This piece of shit. KB, you see this, right? Make sure this nigga see what's happening. Brother. Nigga, yeah, he been commenting. Nigga, I went into overtime. And the fucking screen went black. Shit, I can't even get out of it. Turn the game off, I guess. Well, maybe I can continue.